here's Philip Weiss sitting in his wheelchair with the ventilator on the back. He's going to turn around now to show you the ventilator, how it's mounted on his wheelchair. And you can notice the silicone tube above the ventilator there. That's part of the mechanism that we set up to put around his neck. Let me show you how it's stored since we're here on the wheelchair at this point. We have the tubes coming out of the side of the... What kind of ventilator is this, Phil? Well, it's whatever. There's tubes coming out of the side of the ventilator, as you can see, and then upheld in by the ventilator case. And then there's an adapter at the top of the tubes that come from the... They come from the end of the ventilator tubes to the silicone. It's a 1/4 inch inside diameter silicone tube that we connect to a brass barbed to female pipe thread adapter here. I don't need to unscrew it right now. Then there's this snap lock stuff, which I think you know about, screwed into the connector there, and then we have some heat shrink over the snap lock connectors to come into the end here. And let me stop for a sec. Whoops. I'm going to stop for a sec and take the... Actually, Jesse, you want to take the plastic thing off the tip there? Okay, and there's... If you could just hold that up, Jesse. And then we... No, yeah, okay. And then we have this dental mouthpiece connected to the end of the snap lock thing. I'm going to stop for... Oh, actually, Jesse, if you could take... and it's just hanging on a hook here on the ventilator. Right, if you want to point to that hook there, Jesse. Okay. It's just hanging on a hook there. And Jesse, if you could take the that headset and put it around Philip's neck like we usually use it. And I'm gonna...
No, so you mentioned the problem with...
Pardon, Phil?
I also mentioned the problem with where it's hanging on the wheelchair, the adjustments get really messed up.
Well, tell him.
I just did.
Okay.
I think. But anyway, it's way off. And it's hard to get it in the right spot. So I just want to...
Okay, Jesse, you want to kind of center it and try to show the process of getting it positioned correctly?
Right a little back and down. Right. Okay, this is centered. My neck.
Yes.
Okay, actually. So this is close to the right position, but getting it in a really good position takes a lot of work. Try getting it closer. Bend it from the base so it doesn't change the angle. Right. Your neck rotate. Okay, was it forward on my neck all the way?
Yep.
Is it level? Taking it not tilted to the side.
It's a little bit tilted to the
outside.
Yeah.
That's alright, I think.
Alright.
Okay, and that's...
So we push the
Zoom.
third backlight.
Right.
There.
Yeah, not too low. Can you scoot it a little lower? Just try going the whole thing, that might be the easiest way.
Move down a little bit.
And what we have it mounted on, that snap lock mounted on, is a, what is it
It's
called?
a metal belt ring.
It's a metal belt ring that they sell at Bed Bath & Beyond that I bent to follow the shape of his shoulders, and then we have the snap lock connected to that with the with cable ties, and then I added those pieces of foam on the edge to kind of raise it up and distribute the raise it up off his chest a bit and distribute the weight to the end of the neck holder.
No, yeah. One of the problems is that it isn't really attached to me, it's just gravity, and since the right side's heavier with the tubing on it, sometimes that can cause problems. It doesn't always stay put perfectly. Although I'm usually not moving around that much, so it's a problem. And turn off. Sure. There goes the battery too. Something's unplugged. Something's disconnected.
Oh yeah.
Go around the back so you can see what's wrong now.
The
So we can put it in
tube
the
at
video.
the bottom kind of came out.
Oh.
Or was it in? I don't know.
Actually, one of the things we like to do is try to pull this tubing out of it so it kind of can face forward too.
The thing is kind of weighted to the right, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can tell.
Well, I suppose we could add a counterweight on the left side. You think that?
Maybe. But anyway, so what else do we need to show them? So this works. If it's not quite in the right spot, my mouse gets tired, and that's one of the biggest issues.
Yeah, and Phil would like to figure out a way to, once we figure out the right configuration and position, to keep that position so when he puts it on each time, it doesn't have to continually be readjusted.
And that hook that's on the back, it does always get. The idea was to hang it so we didn't have to compress it into a bag or something, but it gets bent anyway.
Yeah, and sometimes even just taking it off his neck hits the snap lock stuff and moves it. So maybe if we could figure out some way to put some kind of hinge on the thing that goes around the neck that would allow it to open.
Some kind of quick release that would detach it from the ring.
Yeah, or right, something like that. That would help too. Yeah. Okay, so you want to get positioned at the desk now, Phil? And
I'm sure that was what I leaned for it. Yeah. Yeah.
okay. Phil's going to move to his desk now because one of the challenges here is to get something that works with.
And also the.
Works when he's sitting back and leaning forward and doesn't need to be readjusted when he moves forward.
This might take a minute.
Now I'm going to stop this because
Can you
it's
pause
going
it?
to take a little while. Why would it be better to pause it?
Awesome.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
There might be a little gap, but I can fix it on the computer.
Okay, now,
No?
yeah. And here's getting Phil forward.
Right.
And the tubing just,
Loosen up.
yeah, is loose enough and there's enough slack on it to extend forward there. I think you can see it in the back. It's kind of hard to see in this lighting. Let me see, there.
The important thing to notice is that my neck angle changes, which means this whole thing has to be readjusted.
Mm-hmm. Phil was just saying that notice how his neck angle changes when he moves forward like this.
Okay, so, yeah. Alright.
What are you doing now, Phil?
Readjusting it so
Oh, I see.
so it works the neck angle. Still too high. I'm trying to get down without moving it out.
Yeah, so when Phil changes position,
That's probably enough.
the thing needs to be readjusted.
Also notice how it's close to, I don't know how close it is to the binder. Sometimes that's an issue.
Yeah,
And it's the
okay.
binder.
Yeah, about an inch of space or so.
Okay, can you turn the further right over?
Well, but it's not hitting the binder. I think we've got that
Well,
pretty well taken care of.
okay. Raise this a little bit.
You can see from